Well, today is Monday, June 5th. Long needed update here. I just want to do a nice one big video of all the things I've done since me doing engine testing back on Memorial weekend. It was like last weekend, but a lot of things have got done and a lot of updates. Like I have to make one big video here, make it a bunch easier. So, yeah. Where to start here? Let's start with big stuff first. So undercarriage, we got all the grease fittings done, greased for the drive shafts, suspension, steering. So it's all good there. Next, worked on brakes. So brakes, everything's spinning freely, except just start with what I replaced. So I had to replace this brake line down here. It goes from here right to the master. Replaced that. I replaced the master cylinder. It was dead. So replaced it. Much better. I'm getting pressure built up except for one of the corners. So that corner and that corner, one of the two, are having a bad. That one works, I know. This one works, I know. So that one and this one are not building pressure. We can't really bleed it. The little screw you take off for the wider valve of the wheel cylinder rusted. I have new ones, and pads and the springs and the rubber hoses all come Wednesday, so I'm not have to worry it too much. So that's gonna be Wednesday's fight. We leave Thursday. We pack up Thursday night, and Friday at noon we leave to go to Butler for Bantam Jeep Fest. So Wednesday night is all brakes. Thursday is final brake work and test drive if it does drive, which I know it will. That's it for the brakes. As for the engine, I guess back to the engine. First thing I should have done, since we're talking about the engine last of all the video tunings. I put new rubber hose here, play it safe, new hose, filter. And then back here, this hose gas line's pretty good. It's a good line. I put a new gas tank in the back, plastic, from MTS, I think it is. It's Kaiser Willys branding they go with. So that's new setting units, and that's all I've done to that. So that's installed. And then I was missing the rear gas tank mount that rivets to your frame here. Missing it, so I went scouting Facebook and I couldn't find nothing. I searched markets, nothing. It's not really a part you see too common, so I had to find takeoff parts, which I contacted Midwest Willys, and he had one for $65, $85 total shipped. Like, fine, just I know it's correct, fits right. Dad wanted to go custom, which that's fine, save money. We have steel, we have tools, but you're gonna spend 3 hours to work on a custom fabricated. Figure it out, cut the plasma cutter, weld it, drill the holes, test fit. Oh, it fits perfectly. All these things to do. It's like, my time's not worth it. Here's $85, done, installed. So that was worth it. In the long term, it's going to work, not worried about stuff. So that's installed and painted, sandblasted that part. So that's done. Back here, before the gas tank did go on, I put the drawbar on because you can't get to the nuts in the back. So I put the drawbar on. It's off of a CJ 2A I took off of, and I bought for $40 with a triangle I have over there. That's next put on here soon. That's installed, except for these are not factory. No, I'm keeping them. So I cut that out, and this notch for them. The straps will help retain it from pulling really hard. Then we have to be custom made. But for Bantam, I can always add those on later, or have this on now. And just for show purpose, for a hitch for the tow my trailer. For my 1945 Bantam trailer I have, the tow. And then after Bantam, I'll take my time and do some more things to do it right. I installed a back plate. Got this off the spot meets for $10 to mount. It's proper for the truck, so it's always proper. Not the proper spots because I'm running off-road stuff, so I'm not trying to get things hit. So that's just loosely mounted. It's not registered yet, so I just put a vanity plate from Bantam Jeep Fest. That's where I'm going. That's done. Chain hooks, I just bent the hook. They're just bent out. That's fixed. This side, on this side, is missing its little piece here. This guy, So I gotta fabricate that. My friend just bought a CJ2A, so he's got these on the back, so I'm gonna cut them off and modify them, make my own, but it's after Bantam. So that's it for back here modifications. Back taillights, we put new taillights on, tractor supply, $10 each. They work, except this one has some turn signal issue. There's some wiring issue going on in this truck, but you turn left, I get no signal at all. You turn right, you get that fender that turns. This one does not. But then you have to turn your lights on, your headlights and taillights. These turn on, those turn on. Brake lights, I've not tested yet. 4 ways, they all flash. So that's weird. So, right turn signal and the left turn signal does not work. Bantam, I don't need lights, but still. That to do. Let's go to this other side, what I've worked on. 2 main things on this side, it's been kind of major, I've worked on. The frame. I know, it ain't the prettiest repairs, but it's what I had to work with. And Dad's actually input and helped me cut metal and bend it. So we added 3 plates of angle iron. We have angle on the back side, it goes down, up. We have angle iron going on bottom of that and going up inside the frame. Then we have bigger angle iron on the outside of the frame. That's a little stronger. All of them have been cut to a 5 degree, and then the vertical, and then 5 degree. So the 10 degree notch out, and then weld that seam up. And then still gonna fix these, but that's fine with me. There's 2 poles right here I need to keep for a bracket coming off for the step support. That big hole is not a hole, it's just a weld burning to the old steel. So yeah. I did not try to weld it onto this bracket at all, just if I ever had to take it off, it's not welded on. So I couldn't work too much this way. Next was these sides, the side panel that hides this repair. And then you have your step. My step's not original, but it works. They created it, it works. Still gotta install these. So I did go ahead and grind this down and primered it, so it's no more underneath the truck, trying to install it. It's all flaky, falling in your face, working on the truck or whatever. You're not gonna see it, it's on the back side, but at least knowing the back side's protected, extra layer of protection. Yeah, it's lasted 40 years, but that's done. I also knocked out all the old bolts I just broke off, and I need to tap them out, so they're ready for new hardware. We did also install this bar. This piece right here is missing. It's in the back bed when I found the truck. It's so far bent out. Like, how do you attach this? You have a whole inch of play. There's no weld to it. I'm not going to extend this rod or to get a new rod because I shouldn't have to. This just got bent out. Probably spare tire, and it hit something and twisted it, and that broke. So I just got my winch hook here, ran a snatch block down to here, snatch block, and the cable went down that way, out the back to my side-by-side, the winch, and pulled it downwards, and then enough to hold this in place, tack, and welded it. So that's now repaired. So that's it for over here in the truck. I still got to extend my exhaust. It dumps right there. I mean, it's behind the cab. I'm happy with it, but it definitely needs extended more. There's that. That pin angle is destroyed. It's all because of my, but my spring perch is broken. So I need new spring perches, which all means new U-bolts, which means, yeah, I'm doing that after Bantam. I can at least drive it this way. The guy drove it this way for 30 years. He never noticed it. So it's gonna be this way for a while. They'll still drive. I mean, someone said on the group, it's like, tractors had different angles for their PTO shaft in the back. They always adjust for off-roading and plowing fields, and brush hogging. You're always constantly changing the angle. It's not the same. So in a way, for off-roading, I guess it's good, but high speeds, no. But anyway, there's that. That's back bed updates. On to the cab now. We got new mirrors on. This is from Jeepster Man. And that other one's my stock mirror. I just put them on that side, the new one on this side. A little voodoo character swinging in the wind. A little extra bonus. There's that. Repaired the frame, has twisted the body. I mean, it's not a unibody like my Ford car there is. Body on chassis, so I should be able to shut the door no problem. But you need good force. It needs to be lifted up. So, I mean, it still opens, it still shuts, it holds. So I'm happy, but it needs to be adjusted. So there's that. Inside the cab, I took my headliner down. It's all half gone. So there's that. The light up here, I don't know if it works or not. We'll figure it out later. Where the switch is. I started putting stickers across the head liner or the sheet metal. They're on magnets. I'm Jake and other people I follow on the channels. Got companies over here. And we got some clubs and other stickers over there. And over here we got my old sticker. I should have my new one eventually. And then we have my Jeep Club of in town I'm part of. Then we have, of course, the shifter sticker to know which way you're shifting. Overland Bound, so I do overlanding. Northwest Jeepcast, favorite Jeep podcast. And then Flat Fender magazine and my other YouTube sticker. So those are on. So there's that. I installed a classic Harbor Freight paint can holder, which turns into your cup holder for Jeeps. $14 on there, so it's painted green since I had it since Hawkeye. It's been passed down so many Jeeps, but I should paint it red, which it was red at one point. And now they only sell black, which I've checked today. So there's that. My hat's hanging. And there's that. What else? I installed a throttle cable here. So you ever choke over here, and I put my throttle, and I don't get any more new holes. There's a hole here, so I made use of it. So if I ever want cruise control, or if my gas pedal is broken, like right now, which I'm working on, I can control throttle by this. So I have a spare backup, or else cruise control. So I have that. Gas pedal, it's new. It's much better, but I need to put the hinge down here, mount it. The factory one they had there was like DIY barn hinge. Yeah. Since we're down here, the transmission, the T90 and T18, I opened it up. It was like beautiful. The synchros, the gears, there's no rust. Everything was rebuilt recently. Of course, this motor was rebuilt about 260 miles ago, back in 1984, but it's only been used in the parking lot plowing snow all its life. And pretty light abuse. Come 2 days after I inspected the transmission, talked to the previous owners, came updates on the build every day, what I've done. He's always impressed. And he finally said, oh, my dad did rebuild that transmission when they did the motor at Ireland. So good to know there. But the T case is leaking. I did top it off. It hasn't dripped more than a teaspoon right now. That's not bad for so far 4 days since I topped it off. I'm good with that. So that's that. I did grease that pin right there for our twin sticks. There's a pin, you put the grease fitting there. I greased that too. It's a little bit better. That's it for here, inside the cab. Grandma's got my sun visor and my armrest right now. I sandblasted in metallic grade, hammered, same kind of hammered gray this is. Painted the metal parts, but you don't see it underneath. But she's making me the armrest, new fabric. That's gray, match my seat. We know the seat's not factory. The truck should have buckets, and this whole truck's kind of mixed up of all trucks. But anyway, I need to fix this after Bantam. There's that. And that's it for inside of the cab. And then come forward. I installed my new Jeep truck badge. My friend has a 1948 pickup, and his says four-wheel drive on it, which, to my knowledge, it's more of 60s engines and 60s pickups. So I was confused there. But this hood had a square missing piece and had 3 holes. The four-wheel drive one's a little different. It's like, okay, this one had this. I'm not going to try to make something work, and then there's shadow behind. So it's Jeep truck. It's the original Jeep truck ever, so it's a Gladiator. A little bit loose, but it's tight. So that's on. I did go ahead and also seal up my windshield. I know I should replace it, which I will, the seals. But when I do my body work this winter, pull the body out of the chassis, fix that frame even better, and then paint the frame rails, and then the transmission, check an oil leak, repair that properly with new gaskets in the Dana 18. And then that's that. Replace this motor mount on this side. I replaced that side already. That was a pain to do, but it's on now. So it's not going to vibrate, rod knock pretty much sounds. That's more stable now, but yeah, that needs replaced too. So when I do the body, when I do the chassis, the body's separate, and I'll wet seal the body, get a patina coat, and new seals. For now, I did caulking. We had white or brown. I'll take brown. It sort of blends in, so that works. Did that. Nothing up front. I replaced this headlight. I bought 2 headlights from the Spring Wheelies reunion in Canton, Ohio, about 3 weeks ago. I paid $40 for the pair, the whole entire light housing, but I couldn't seem to get this housing off. There's 2 screws here, 2 screws here, and these 2 bottom ones are rusted, so they don't come off. So like, okay, fine, just change the bulb, which that's all I needed replaced. Change the bulb. I could replace the bezel here, the actual good chrome, but I like patina, so it works. I have spares if I have to put them on. So we're good here. I adjust the headlights at a level now. These running lights below, they don't want to work. When I first got the truck, I made a video, one turned on, and the video shows, but now they both don't turn. I don't know. Horn does work. And that's it for our updates here. I did also take, of course, the snowplow mounts off, hydraulic parts, just to get some room to work, and I don't need to have it on. That's off. What else? A new battery. I put new battery terminals. I made $5 from Amazon for the pair. I mean, I'm going to try them out. Different screws them out, different wires. Not all right to one terminal bolt. Jeepster Man also got a battery tie down. My battery seems a bit too small, but hey, I made it work. It's tied down at least, not a bungee cord. That's done. What else have I done? Wipers do work, but there's not enough vacuum. It goes up like 3 inches, 1/3 of the way up, and falls back down. But still gonna do a vacuum test. I still gonna do a compression test. The motor's been rebuilt 260 miles ago, so it's a fresh rebuild, professional out of shop, not in your house garage. So that's good there. But firing order, still gotta double check that out. So a lot of testings and unknowns right now. But I know it does run. It runs on its own with the fuel tank and pump works, but the carburetor is flooding constantly. The fault's bad. I asked Jeepster Man, he's going to the show. It's like, I'll bring my Jeep, and during downtime, you can try to troubleshoot the truck, sure. And it's like, bring spare parts if you have any before you leave your shop. It's leaving tomorrow. So, bring a few parts from my carb, so we can figure that out. For now, he said, and his other coworker said it's probably a fuel pressure issue. It's like, I'm running out of jerry can with a hose, going to a stock pump, going to the carb. I don't think it's fuel pressure. I mean, it could, but I doubt it's just way too much fuel overflowing. So I bet the float's stuck or something. So that's that. What else? That's about all I have updates for. So it's nice to do one big video than 2 hours of videos of mini updates. What else we've done? I did put my plate in the front. That got me for my last Jeep, which then I sold right away. But yeah, Jeep YouTube channel. Put that on for Bantam. Zip tied on. I put 2 soft shackles for recovery, but also loading it on the truck. Just have them there. And I still get to install new hood hooks I have. Not period correct for my year, but I want them for not worried about the hood flying up my windshield. High speeds, and yeah. So you got the stainless steel hood hooks. The owner's manual. And that's about all the special parts that are left. All new brake lines, which I've only used one so far. I needed replaced. So yeah, we're almost done. Mom and Dad went to the car show. I'm gonna stay here with my truck. My car shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday, So the next few tasks right now in the truck is put those panels on. I'm putting tires on tonight just to roll out of the shop, clean the shop a little more, bring it back in, readjust the lift a bit. Tomorrow is to wash the truck. So I'm going to wash the truck down, detail it all, and some more small things to work on, which is, there's not really much to work on left. My whiteboard is carburetor, gas pedal, panels on the side. That's my list right now of priorities. I did also do this too. Yeah, us Jeepers collect ducks, and I don't have a dashboard. So where do you put your ducks in an old truck? Well, the headliner's off, you have all these holes. Perfect spot for my ducks. So I did that. All right, what else? And then Wednesday, I ordered from Kaiser Willys all new rubber hose, as I said, rubber hose, brake lines, and all new pads and cylinders. They arrived Wednesday. They should have shipped Friday. They shipped today. So Wednesday arrive, maybe even Thursday. They're late, but you load up Thursday night. So pretty much Wednesday night after work is all working on the drums totally. New rubber hose, play it safe. New cylinders, new pads put on. And if I have time, if they're that bad, I can always turn the drums if I have to. Never have, but I could. And I have good working brakes. So it's all right. As I said, I have 2 good ones and 2 bad ones. But do all 4, you're totally safe. Handbrake does not work at all. The cable does work, but there's like a lot of slack right by the firewall. So I gotta figure out why it's slacked right there, but everything else is still attached. So bleed brakes Wednesday. So pretty much today and tomorrow is just small things. And then Wednesday's brakes. And then Thursday's loading it up on the trailer. We have an 18-foot trailer with ramps. This truck, it's total length, I don't know what it was at, but we had 3 feet to spare from the tailgate to our back ramps on the trailer. It's like, great. So I'm bringing my 1945 Bantam trailer with me. And so for showpiece, but also extra bonus and put some parts in there. Just want to show it off. It came from that town, Butler, Pennsylvania. It was home of Bantam, so bring it back. And so my friend's using that trailer right now. He owns it. I own half of it, so I paid half of it for now till July. So he's taking to a car show tonight, taking to a car show tomorrow, and then Wednesday I get it. And so since there's only 3 feet left, my idea is to take the tires off the trailer. So roll it on the trailer, lift it up, tires off, tires in the back bed. Tilt that trailer vertical, tongues up, tailgate down. That's 5 of me. And then axles facing the ramps. So as you would set it back down to roll it off. And then strap it to the ramps and then tie it down to the trailer. So that's the way of loading it and hauling it for Bantam. And then everything else in the back bed back here, all the big stuff. I'm bringing all my 16-inch wheels. I have my 15s. I'm keeping these for a nice tread for off-road use. Then I have my AMC wheels over here. I got with a Bantam trailer deal. He wants these Discovery tires back, fine. But he's giving me 4 new tires for these wheels. Which 4 are going to go 2 on the trailer. 2 as spare tires. And they're running both 2 spare tires in the truck here. And then I have, since I got 8 wheels total, so the trailer matches, the spare tire matches the wheels, and then the truck itself will have matching wheels. The truck itself is going to have tires like these, just super more aggressive, newer, used. It's like $250 for a set of 4 used ones. So I'll buy them after Bantam as I find deals. But for now, I got the 15s for now for rollers, stock steelies. And these are my full set for the trailer and truck and 2 spares. So, and then in the back bed, and so we're bringing the stock 16s that come with the trucks back then. I know they're rare, but I don't have a use for them. They're too skinny to find tires for, too expensive. And this ride height I want, I just, no. And money's money, I like to sell them. So I'm bringing the wheels, all 5. They're 16s by 5 with tires on them, except 1. So you have 4 tires. 1 does not. And so I'm bringing those for sale. $450 or best offer for all 5. And then I have my Super Duty Dana 60 07 Ford axle, front axle for a person that wants to do a 1-ton conversion to their Jeeps, which I've started the build of my Brute, but I just I'm selling things off for money. I paid the project off, made a profit, and I put the money I found this weeks later, so it was worth it. I was trying to build one of these that are too expensive to find, and I found one for cheap, so I'm happy now. So I'm trying to spin the axle, and where to put it, and where to haul it, where to sell at the event. So I'm going to haul it back here. I'm going to leave it back here the whole entire show. The truck's not going to go off-road just because of that rear axle perch. I don't trust it for off-road sake, and the brakes and the engine right now. I don't have faith into it. So I'm not going to wheel it just around the car show area and park it. Play it safe this year. So that big Dana 60 axle is going to be back here on a skid, tied down some way of tied down. Load it back here, and then my trailer will haul the tires, and then we're going to drive this over to the museum area where the 1940s, 50s Jeeps are on display by the museum. And so it's on display, museum area, and then all of a sudden you see a big Dana 60 axle in the back of the bed of the truck. I mean, it's called a 1-ton truck here, so I don't know what my point is, but the point is I'm just putting it back here. The truck gets attention. It's like shows central area. The swap meet area is in the back corner. It's like, what's better place to put my axle? Because if I was willing to sell it and put it in the swap meet, I have to go watch it or pay. Here's $100, sell my axle for me. Do that. I would have to unload it out of my truck. It's a 500-pound axle and all my 5 wheels and do that whole process. First, just leave it in the back bed. It shows central, get attention. And there's a little placard saying price, phone number, the year, make, model, this axle, the specs on it. Done. Sit in the back bed. Oh, yeah, I can walk around the event, go off-roading, do whatever I want, get a phone call or message. It's done. Have a sale. So a little bit less hassle. And then the trailer, I have my wheels inside. So that's the layout of what I'm doing. And then at camp is my 18-foot trailer. At camp, I'm camping at Lake View or Lakes, whatever it is, at Cooper's Lake, Lake View. Sleeping in my tent and the trailer next to me. So that's that. So that's all. That's all for updates. I won't get into too much else. Got my worn winch in the back. I'll put on after Bantam. For now, I'm leaving it in the back bed because I need to use it for the load the Jeep on the trailer. So there's that. What else? So then after Bantam is winched to install, fix the tailgate, fix the fender repairs, make a custom skid here to help guard this from trees, but also make a little basket for hauling chains and recovery gear off in the woods as I play and help not have the mud kick up. It's an idea. Get the lights working, fix that tailgate. I'm going to do some bed rail pockets here. So I'm going to run one main board and then a half board across the back. We have a lot of cherry wood in the back we got for free from our 20 years ago doing timber. So it's all dried out. So I'm running cherry wood planks. I want to do the back bed, but I just don't see it for my use. So no, it's a nice style, but not practical for my use. So leave it alone. Just do some bed pockets. What else? I'm gonna make some custom hinge mounts once my friend gets back from Colorado for his machine shop. Make those. Yeah, that's about all I have for updates. So anyway, good progress. So yeah, there's my 1949 Willys pickup overland, 1-ton, all-wheel drive, with the F-head conversion, 290 and Dana 53 axle. Front axle, I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, there's my truck. So, update complete. I'll keep you guys updated more for Bantam, and yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.